Yo, what's up?
Oh, same old. It's boiling hot here. We're in the second
Is
week
it?
of our yearly heat wave going on here.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gotten pretty nice down here.
Yeah.
Um, I wonder what Seattle's like. Claire's over at PAX West
Oh,
this
yeah.
weekend.
Mm-hmm.
I think I heard it was getting cloudier again. They're starting to get, but then again, during PAX, it's always nice that weekend. Every PAX that I've been to,
Yeah.
so I'm sure she's getting some fine weather.
Yeah.
I have a nightmare scenario from my last week that I need to
Okay.
share and get your thoughts on.
Sure.
This is an actual nightmare. Um,
Like, you dreamt it or this happened to you?
No, this
Just to
I
be.
lived through this, and
Okay.
it
Okay.
is a nightmare scenario to live
Okay.
through. Okay,
Yeah, I thought
all
when you
right,
said that, I was like, oh, a dream? Okay, sure.
walk with me down this. Here we go.
Well, yeah, let's do it.
I was down in SoCal. I was down in Santa Barbara, visiting some people,
Okay.
spending a couple nights there. First night, everything's fine. Second night, winding down for the evening. Getting ready for bed. I turn on like the bedroom lamp.
Yep.
I turn off the overhead light, so it's semi dark in the room. Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Um, I have like a nighttime retainer, so I take the case out, open the retainer case, put my retainer in.
Okay.
I look down at the case. It is covered
In ants.
in ants.
Yeah. Okay.
And so is the retainer in my mouth.
Okay. That's horrible. I have a similar story that happened about a week ago.
What? Okay.
I was drinking some water from a cup and there was an ant
Yeah.
in it, and like I obviously just like spit it out as soon as I had no idea. I took a
I'm
swig,
sorry,
felt
you had
something.
one ant that got
Yeah,
near
yeah.
your mouth?
No,
What?
in my mouth. It was gross. But yes.
Yeah, you had one ant in your mouth? Yeah.
Yes.
Wow. Dude, so sorry to hear about that. That must have been rough.
Yeah, it was. It was bad. It was gross. I fucking hate ants. They're
Um,
awful. What an awful creature.
So, cut to me bolting into the bathroom and spitting ants out of my mouth.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was horrible. Like, that's an absolute nightmare scenario.
Yeah, that's really bad. Man, how long was it sitting? Like, how long was it sitting that that many ants could get in, or was it just like an instantaneous sort of thing?
It could have been like all day. Like, I didn't
All
notice
day.
anything in the
Okay.
morning.
Yeah.
But we were out all day, so
Yeah.
and I
So
have
they
no
got in
idea
at
where
some
they
point.
came from because there wasn't like a trail. There was
Yeah.
just ants kind of all over, kind of my half of the room, where like my stuff was, and then, but they were clearly going for the retainer. Never had
Weird.
anything like that.
Weird. Huh. I wonder why they were attracted to the retainer. Interesting.
I mean, I'm sure it has like smells on it, but like, yeah, I don't know.
It's still kind of weird though. Because, like you
Absolutely,
said,
yeah.
it's
So
never happened before.
that sucked. That was awful.
Yeah, that's disgusting. That's
Yeah.
awful.
Yeah. Okay. In happier news, though, we got to talk about the season premiere of Peacemaker. Did you watch it?
I did watch it. Yeah, I did.
I thought it was awesome.
Yeah.
Where do you stand?
Yeah, it makes me excited to see where they're gonna go here, because they brought back a character I didn't think that they would bring back in kind of an interesting way, like from the first season.
Okay. Okay.
His dad. Like,
Got it. Got it.
I thought
Okay.
they'd be
Yeah,
done
yeah,
with
I
his
was trying-
dad because his dad was kind of a piece of garbage. But
Well, this is a whole
yeah,
different.
it's kind of a
take on
different
it, so-
scenario. Yeah, it's cool.
I think this show is pretty like interesting and fascinating. Just kind of like from where it stands in
Yeah.
the like greater DC space at the moment.
Yeah, it's
Because
fun.
it's all it's a follow up to Superman,
Hmm.
and then so like retconning the end of Peacemaker season 1.
That's
That was
great.
pretty interesting.
Yep, and they
Um,
they get through that in like the first 5 to 10 minutes. Like, it picks up right there, so that's cool. I like it.
I do also think there's a funny idea of like kids going out to see Superman, and then they're seeing, okay, apparently like the next thing I gotta watch is is Peacemaker, and then immediately hardcore orgy scene.
Yeah. Yes, they it's definitely a different vibe.
Yeah,
For sure.
so I think that's pretty funny. But
Yeah, I love Peacemaker.
and then I just keep
It's great.
seeing like headlines and stuff about how about crazy stuff's gonna happen in this season. It's super important. I also think Cena's doing like a great job with
Yeah.
this like depressing character. Again, James Gunn writes he puts so much heart into these like goofy characters. He does such a good job with that.
Yeah. No, Cena's great. It's such a great show. Can't recommend it enough.
Yeah. Any thoughts on the new intro dance?
I don't think the song is as good, but the dance is fine. Is it the exact same? I can't tell. It's very similar in a lot of moves.
It's definitely not the exact same dance.
Okay. The song's
but
not as
I
good,
think I'm
though.
with you. I think that the song from the first one was good. I mean, I think there's like more stunts and stuff in the second one, but I think it's just trying to like catch lightning in a bottle twice. There was just something so exciting about the season one coming out of nowhere. So I do think I lean more on that one. And like you said, I do also prefer the song from the first season too.
Yeah. Do you want to Taste It by Wigwam, the first season song?
The first one, I don't even like really remember what it was. I just remember liking it. I need to like listen to it again or something.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it starts with like, "Do you wanna?" Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right. That's right. Okay. All right. Good song. And I understand that band was like about to just like throw in the towel, and then they got used, and their popularity like exploded. So it like
I'm
saved
sure.
that band.
Yeah,
So
I'm sure.
Good for. I will say
that's
just another reminder: people should watch Creature Commandos, because that is canon to the new DC universe. That show's awesome.
I haven't seen that yet.
I have a friend,
but I should. Yeah.
Yeah, I have someone that I just recommended going through it, so they're kind of like relaying stuff to me right now. And it's like, oh yeah, that part, that's great, and all these characters that like. There's so many good characters in that show, so that's a high recommendation right there.
Yeah. Yeah, it's great. Peacemaker's great. Good show.
Absolutely. Yeah, looking forward to watching it again after we finish recording this.
Yeah.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
My Thursdays now. Okay.
Yep.
Let's do a podcast. It's Thursday, August 28th. I'm Sean Booker.
I'm Paul Flack.
Paul, what are you playing?
After my stint with Metroid Fusion, I just had to remember. I had to know. So I played Super Metroid, just like where it stands in my hierarchy in my mind, revisiting my childhood.
All right.
That game's
Metroid.
that game's damn near perfect still. Like, that's just such an enjoyable experience, such a great Metroid game. I don't know that I like it as much as Fusion playing it, because it's older, so it doesn't have like the basic stuff like holding the R button to select missiles immediately. You had R and L on the Super Nintendo only did like aiming up and down, where later on because you had to press select to select everything, right? Like, you would have to scroll through your stuff. You would have missiles, super missiles, your power bombs or whatever. And depending what you wanted to use, you would have to select it one by one. And it's just kind of like an old pain in the ass in that way. But like everything else in that game is just so good. That's such a great game.
Are you just playing the Switch emulated
this
version?
This one I did full emulation on PC, and the reason being because I was signed up for retro achievements, so I was like, let's just see how many of these I can get in a playthrough or whatever.
Got it.
Yeah, just kind
You're
of another.
You're gonna be totally ready for Prime 4 when that comes out.
The next one is Zero Mission, because I think in my mind it was always a tie between, do I like Zero Mission more or Fusion as like the best one? And I always remembered Fusion, but after playing Fusion, like, there's some bullshit in there and like some annoying little parts, even though it's still a great game. And I don't remember any of those from Zero Mission, so I think Zero Mission might actually take it for me, but we'll see. Eventually I'll play through it, but Silksong's coming up. I don't want to burn out on Metroidvanias, so that'll probably be like maybe at the end of the year. If there's any time left, I'll maybe play through that in a weekend or something.
Okay, when does Federation Force slot in there?
Never. Probably.
Never?
Probably never. No. I'd go back to
What about
Hunters
Prime
first.
Hunters?
Yeah, I'd go back to Hunters first because I have that, or I did have that. I had that cartridge just right in front of me for a long time in my little catch-all on my desk. I think I might have put it back. Yeah, I don't know why. I guess I was gonna play it one day.
To like always have in front of you.
Yeah,
for an emergency.
Yeah, just in case. You never know. And I didn't write it here, but I'm still going through Bonanza. I just got the last like. I think the last transformation, you know, like your skill tree, you can see there's like obvious delineations of upgrade skill trees or upgrades you can get for different skills or whatever, the different transformations, rather, the bonanzas. I got the last one, so I have access to the full skill tree now. And that last one is not as good as the one before it, so, but that's fine. Like, they're all okay, except I don't like the zebra. I think the zebra kind of sucks. That's it.
Okay. All right. Yeah. I only have 3. I haven't played it since we last talked, so.
What was the third one?
Probably do that.
Like, what was the most recent
bird?
one? Oh, yeah, I guess it depends what order you get them, because you can go the ice or the jungle part first. Yeah, okay. The bird's okay, I guess. Like, I kind of hated it when I first got it, because I was like, this is boring. Soaring's boring. I like smashing stuff. But there's a lot of parts where it's just like, oh, I'll just soar over all of this and then get to this point. That's fine.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep. All right. Well, hey, speaking of Silksong, I have finished Hollow Knight. Beat that.
Oh, okay. I thought you were going to say I finished Silksong. It's like, holy shit. All right.
No, they specifically came out and said we are not sending out like early codes to press and stuff. So we get it as when everyone else gets it.
Yeah.
Next Thursday? When is it?
I mean,
Thursday.
They know what they have, especially when you see other indies being like, we're getting the fuck out of the way of this. Like, they know.
Exactly.
They know. Yep.
Hollow Knight, that game is huge.
It is.
I feel like I only did maybe 2/3 of it, but the completion percentage that you can unlock near the end of the game was like, oh, you're in the 80s. I don't know if that takes into account all the DLC stuff that was added. I'm assuming
you're playing like the Void Heart edition, the one with all of it bundled in right away, right?
Yeah, that's the one that's like on
so.
Game Pass and stuff. So
I assume so, yeah.
Yeah, so I did pretty much everything except at one point you need to get a whole bunch of dream points or whatever they are.
Yeah, like the dream ore or what, like to upgrade your nail, your dream nail. Is that what you mean?
Yeah, and I ended up getting around like 1,000, but you need like 1,800 to unlock a few other areas and stuff, and I was just not gonna like grind for those and such.
Gotcha. Yeah.
So I did pretty much everything except for anything needing the dream nail. I also didn't do much of the DLC stuff. I wanted to wrap it up. So
okay, sure.
This might surprise you. That's a good game.
Doesn't surprise me at all. That's one of my favorite games of all time. So I agree.
So, but I'm ready now. I'm ready to take on
Silksong,
and that launches next week. So that was
you are
nice
now legally allowed to play Silksong. You've met the requirement.
Sure, exactly.
You got your license.
Seems like I wasn't the only one. I saw a headline that was like Hollow Knight hit its like all-time peak last week.
Yeah, I actually bitched about this a little bit because all of the people I follow on Twitch were playing it. It's like, I don't want to watch, like, I love Hollow Knight, but I don't want to watch you guys play it, and you're all fucking playing it. I have nothing to watch.
Everyone's getting ready.
Yeah, they're all getting their license, and now they can all drive when Silksong comes out. Yep. So, no, it's a great game.
Other than that, game I couldn't talk about last week was Metal Gear Solid Delta. But I played a few hours of that game. I don't think I'm gonna finish that because I just don't really play a lot of older games. And this is just a like shot by shot remake of that game. They didn't really change anything. I don't know where does your interest level lie in Delta?
I mean, I just bought it right when I got home when I was logging in, so I'm very excited for it because that's one of my favorite games of all time, the original. You
didn't play it yet?
No, because it only came out today. I don't pre-order for the 2-day bonus or whatever. I think that's bullshit. Right. So I don't do that. I have heard complaints from people that are like way too in those games that there's like a problem with like the bullet drop. They optimized and changed the way some of the mechanics work where it's annoying people that are like really deep in, but I'll have to play it and see if I care.
No. Okay. I'm not that deep into Metal Gear to probably even know, and I haven't touched 3 or really a Metal Gear game.
Okay, fair enough.
Like 15 years or something.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say at all. Okay, yeah, sure. I mean,
no, because I played 3, I played through 2, I played like half of 4, some of the portable ones. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, 3's good. 3's probably my favorite out of the ones that I played. I'm just not into it enough to like go back and play through it again. So I played like a few hours into it. It looks okay, although I also see people complaining like that they ruined some of the filters, kind of the like the Silent Hill issue of like, oh, they got rid of the fog, so now it looks bad.
Oh, really? Okay.
But I think that's more of just like a personal preference type of thing. Like, you know,
Totally.
the models do look sharper for sure.
Totally, yeah.
And then there's the new camera angles. That's kind of the big thing, is that you can kind of play it more like a over the shoulder shooter as opposed to like the top down of the past. Do you have any ideas what you're going to do?
I'm probably going to try the new way, right? Because I can play the old way. I could have played the old way anytime in the last like 20 years again.
Yeah, well, I don't know. Maybe you wanted to just play it
the
old way because that's what you wanted. I mean, I could see people absolutely doing that.
Yeah, for sure.
Also re-recorded Snake Eater for some reason.
That I'm not stoked about, but I'll have to hear it for myself.
And then I was just looking at some of the other differences deeper into the game. They made a new nightmare level, Guy Savage.
Okay.
Which that's a big deal because I guess that was only on the PS2 version and then it was removed from every subsequent release.
Oh, so interesting. Cool. Because the PS2 version, I think, I never played Subsistence. I think that's the only version I've ever played, is the original PS2 version. Interesting.
Yeah, so like when they released it like on 3DS and stuff too, that didn't have the nightmare level and stuff like that.
Interesting. So okay, that's cool.
They made a new one for this one. And yeah, I mean, that's still a good game. If you haven't played it, here's the best way to play it as far as I'm concerned.
Yep. Sure.
And the only other thing this week I played is Kill the Brickman.
Okay.
Have you heard of this game? Such a weird name. It's published by Tonkel, who also published Vampire Survivors.
Yeah.
So this is like another game from this publisher.
What the fuck is this? The screenshots are not telling me anything. I gotta watch the trailer.
It is a weird game, and even doing the tutorial, I'm like, I don't think I understand how exactly to play this game. Like, there's a bunch of mechanics in here I'm just kind of missing. From what I have gathered, though, is it plays like Arkanoid, kind of.
Yeah, it looks like Brick Breaker, but with like Russian roulette. Also,
no, there's no Russian roulette part, and it's not Arkanoid or Brick Breaker in the fact that like you have a mobile paddle bouncing the ball. So I guess it's more like Bubble Bobble would be it, I guess.
What,
where you're just kind of shooting?
What the hell was?
No, not Bubble Bobble. What's the one?
Zuma or something like that.
No, I know Claire's really into these ones. What's the ones where you're just like shooting it up, and then if you get a group of them, they'll break apart?
Yeah, I don't know.
Someone in the chat will help me out. Come on, no one in the chat's helping me out.
Yeah, it's okay. They don't know either.
No one knows. Okay, well, someone will say it anyway. I mean, Zuma's also close enough because you are shooting in it. It's like a mobile track, but the other thing I'm thinking of is the actual one. Anyway, so Brickmen are these like bricks with faces, and there's different types of them. One of them, in my opinion, looks like Trump, which is weird, but nothing about the name makes it sound like that. It's just called like sad Brickmen, but they're all like angry Brickmen, disappointed Brickmen, chef Brickmen, stuff like that. You put in different bullets into your gun, and you can unlock different clips for the gun where it's like, hey, this one will shoot 5 bullets. This one will only shoot 3, but they'll all be like corrosive bullets and stuff. They'll get like a bonus. So there's like a give and take to it. And then each bullet also has different stuff where it's like blue bullets, when they hit a Brickman, they will split into two and like clone and bounce. So that can cause chain reactions. Red ones will like explode. Green ones will add corrosive damage. And then you get specialties on top of that where it's like, hey, if this one kills a Brickman, you get a permanent +1 to your attack, stuff like that. It is run based, but there's like distinct runs you're doing. So it's not just like the same one go forever. It's, oh, I'm doing kind of this series of runs. I'm doing this series of runs. And then in between it has, like in between levels, it has the Latro kind of store system where you can buy more types of bullets. You can buy more types of clips to use. You can buy upgrades for your clips. And you can also take on little challenges like, hey, we'll give you extra money at the end of it, but all the Brickmen are going to get 5 more health, stuff like that. So little challenges you can take on. You have to kill a certain number of Brickmen because they want to steal your money.
So okay.
So you need to kill them. So you have to kill a certain number each time, and then every few stages there'll be like a boss one. I think the first boss is like a doctor, Dr. Brickman, and every turn he will heal the Brickman.
Oh, okay.
So it makes it harder to kill and stuff like that. So
sure, yeah.
It's super weird, and then it's the way it's similar to like Arkanoid is the bullets will bounce around, and they'll typically bounce off the wall and they'll stay in the arena. They have a set number of bounces, and then you can also like increase the number of bounces. Is it Puyo Pop?
Is the game you're thinking of Peggle?
No, it's not Peggle.
Because Peggle, you shoot a ball.
That Peggle is down. That
it is down. Yeah. That's why I was a little confused.
It's gonna bug me forever. It's not Puyo. No, it's not Puyo Pop. Nothing like Puyo Pop. I don't know. I brought that up. What is this game?
So it's a game where you have like a cannon or something at the bottom that you can aim into the field and then shoot a ball.
Puzzle Bobble. That's what I'm thinking of.
Puzzle Bobble. Okay, got it.
Okay. Now do you understand? Is it all fitting into place now?
I mean, I've been looking at the
but the only difference in this and Puzzle Bobble is you're not like shooting the balls and like trying to create like if 3 of them are together it'll explode. You're just trying to hit the Brickman and it'll bounce around and stuff like that. And there is like a drain right underneath your gun, and there are also outside walls that have health. So if you hit the walls enough, that'll cause a hole, which will make it harder because like, there's less things for it to bounce on and stay contained.
I love that the bullets
a weird game.
have faces. That's great.
Yeah, because they all have different personalities and stuff. It's like $5. I think it's pretty good. It's a really weird game.
Yeah. It's weird.
But if you're just
weirdly
looking
like
for like this year's like
bite
size kind of thing.
Okay,
like,
yeah.
I think this could kind of scratch a good itch if you're looking for like, I'm not saying it's the next Vampire Survivors, it's the next Balatro, but I just feel like if you were into those games, this kind of like slots in, and it has the similar price point.
Yeah, just kind of a nice like time waster, not to be like not in a derogatory way, but like a good way to waste maybe like 20 minutes or something. Cool.
And I will say this is just like a weird little nitpick. For some reason, the like standby mode, the quick resume thing from Xbox, causes it to just glitch and break, and I can never. I have to like erase my run and start completely over because it just will not continue, which is annoying.
Oh. Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah. Anyway, that's what I've been playing. So let's talk about some news.
Nice.
All right, this is a weird one. Assassin's Creed Mirage, which is not the current Assassin's Creed, is getting DLC.
Yeah, I was confused about that. Okay. Which one is even Mirage? I don't think I've ever played
Mirage
it.
was 2 ago. This was the smaller one where they were kind of aping the original Assassin's Creed style.
Yeah.
As opposed to being a big, huge open world kind of thing. This was more like old school Assassin's Creed. They were doing another one of those. It was like a budget title. I think it launched for $50.
Right. Okay.
I guess Ubisoft they went in with a deal with Saudi Arabia because they're kind of getting their fingers on a lot of video game money right now, and that's why they're doing this one. Is specifically they were doing like Saudi Arabia's gaming fund is funding this DLC for Mirage, and it's set in like an ancient city of Al Ula, which is in nowadays Saudi Arabia. So I guess it kind of lines up with why they would want that.
Sure.
I just thought it was super weird that the second newest Assassin's Creed was getting DLC. I mean, separately speaking, Shadows is getting DLC.
Yeah.
Later this year, like there is like a whole roadmap for this. I'm just surprised the older one is also getting new story chapter and missions.
Yeah, it is weird. Can I bundle this on with another news thing? It just seems weird because Ubisoft is obviously trying to make some deals because they're obviously hemorrhaging money, which is why they also sold some of their IPs to Atari in the same like.
Yeah, I have that lower down.
Yeah,
here.
yeah.
We can talk about.
No,
that
that's
now.
why
Sure,
I was saying
absolutely.
like they kind of related. Like Ubisoft is trying to do whatever they can to stay afloat. It seems. Yeah.
Yeah, this was a weird one. So Atari has acquired all IP rights to 5 Ubisoft titles, and if you think for a second, like, okay, what are the Ubisoft titles that people would want? You know,
any of the Tom Clancy's things, Rayman, maybe even Just Dance,
or even if you think for yourself, like, okay, what are some Ubisoft titles? Obviously, they're not going to get rid of Assassin's Creed. They're not going to get rid of Siege. You know, they're not going to get rid of Far Cry. But like, what are some ones that maybe they're not using much of anymore that someone might want to pick up? You could think of things like Prince of Persia. You could think of Splinter Cell.
Might and Magic comes to mind right away.
Atari bought Cold Fear, which I've never heard of.
That's exciting to me. That's a survival horror from the early 2000s. So that means maybe they're going to do something with it. Child
of Eden, which is the sequel to
cool.
Rez. Child of Eden is cool, but like nobody talks about Child of Eden. Like I Am Alive, which was like a apocalyptic, like that was just kind of a weird game.
This is the one where this was a survival game, but like nothing happens in it, if I remember correctly.
And then the two that like I'm most interested in is both Grow Home and Grow Up.
Yeah, those are good games. Those are cute.
Yeah, I remember I don't know if I played Grow Up. I definitely played all of Grow Home, but I'm not sure if I played much of Up or not. But those were cool little arcadey like climbing games.
Yeah.
So like, what do you think Atari's doing here?
Yeah,
Why?
I don't know. What's the last big thing Atari did?
Well, they Thunderful actually just bought them. That was approved today. That went through today.
Okay.
Atari bought Digital Eclipse, who's
that's
doing the Mortal Kombat collection. So Atari's doing some stuff, but it's like, why these games? So the quote here is Atari will re-release these titles under their publishing label and explore opportunities to expand their reach through updated formats, new content, and extended distribution channels. I think a lot of these games couldn't be purchased at the moment. They were just like off store shelves. So maybe they were able to pick them up on like the super cheap.
Yeah, maybe.
I can't imagine any of these selling that well. Like,
yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah, no, I don't know. It's weird. The online for I Am Alive was discontinued a long time ago, so maybe this is Atari's way of doing like a survival online thing, maybe even a PvE sort of thing, because that's kind of what, like their own version of like an extraction shooter or something, maybe. I don't know. Who knows? Yeah,
I don't know either. I don't think I know that many people in real life who would have any familiarity with these games.
Yeah. To be fair though, in real life, like besides like our little circle, I don't know many people that are familiar with any games except for like Call of Duty, or like the giant ones. So I'm not around a lot of gaming people in real life.
Okay, sure, fair enough.
Yeah,
but
even
you'll go back and play
people
if these
don't know
get
these.
re-released. If there's like a new SKU for these, they up-res it 4K 60. You gonna play them again? Any of them?
Oh fuck yeah! I'm excited for Cold Fear. I'm gonna play in October. All right, like the old one.
If it comes out in October, who knows? That seems a little too soon, but Oh, the old one.
Yeah, yeah. I'm excited for that. And Child of Eden is great. People should play that. That should be on something that people can play. That's a cool game.
Child of Eden is great. That's a early Connect game.
Yeah. Was that... Oh, I'm thinking Child of Light for the Wii game, right? That was a different game completely.
It's like a platformer.
Yeah.
That's completely different. This is basically Rez.
Yes.
But with like new music and like brighter colors.
Rez is also great.
Rez is, yeah, absolutely.
A lot of good stuff. A lot of good stuff.
All right. You touched on it briefly, but so Silksong got its release date September 4th, and much like people getting out of the way of GTA 6, a bunch of indie devs are getting out of the way of Silksong in a way I don't think I've ever seen before for something that was not like a major title.
Sure.
Like a major like AAA title.
Yeah.
Got a list of them here from stuff I definitely was excited for to stuff I've never even heard of, such as like this game Clover Pit. I don't know what that is, but they're pushing that to the end of the month.
Is a game where you are, think Balatro kind of, but you are playing a slot machine, and if you don't make your quota by the end of like day 3, you fall into a pit and die, and then you have to restart. That's kind of the idea.
Titles I have heard of. We were just talking about Demon School. This one's kind of wild. I literally have code for this.
Yeah, I mean, this is obviously ready to go, but like they I am one of those people, I think I even said last week, where there's so many games out on the same day or whatever, like Demon School was one of them. So when they were like, we're releasing in November or something, I was like, oh, thank God. That's awesome.
Yeah, so it moved from, it was like September 3rd to now November 19th. Quite a delay there.
Yeah, I'm in.
Sounds like they're going to put some like cut content into it as opposed to like releasing it as DLC later. They're just putting it all in at once. The funny thing about this one is the developers, when this happened, kind of tweeted like, oh, we're still coming out. It's not going to scare us. And then the publisher was like, no. It is going to scare us. We are delaying this.
Yeah, we want to get paid.
And then the other one is Baby Steps, Bennett Foddy's upcoming game, which I was super excited for. Got pushed from, I think it was like September 8th. That is also late September now, September 23rd.
Okay, that one I didn't know about. I didn't see.
Baby Steps is funny. That is a game worth playing. From the demo I played at GDC this year.
I feel like there were more things, but I don't think they were big either. I saw somebody say that like they were theorizing. At this point, I think there's a bunch of indie devs just like saying that they're not releasing now as a way of like marketing to get some
right.
talk.
Yeah, that's what a lot of people are kind of assuming is if they delay their game, it will make, podcasts like us or sites that report on these things, they will write a headline with that game title in it and Silksong at the same time. So
Gene
it's
Park,
basically
I'm
free
pretty
marketing.
sure, was the one that I saw. I was saying, like, I think this is like a conspiracy at this point where games are just like, yeah, we're also not releasing because of Silksong.
Yeah, and then here's the whole list of games not releasing, and it's like, one more way to get your name out there before it comes out.
Totally. Yeah.
Who knows? But
Why
I wouldn't
not?
be surprised.
Yeah.
All right, Game Pass has got an update. Game Pass has its various tiers of access with different amounts of games and stuff. Game Pass Core and standard subscribers are getting a bonus. They're now including cloud gaming into that. Before that was just a thing for Ultimate, which is pretty great. I'm sure this is getting in line because the Ally's coming out.
Yep.
In like 6 weeks or whatever it is, and this will allow more people to stream stuff like that.
Yep. Good business.
So if you were a lower, it's they didn't increase the price and they gave you a feature, so that's a good thing.
Yep.
I'm sure they will increase the price at some point, but take the W's when you can get them, I guess.
Yep. Exactly.
And this last story, Skate, is finally hitting early access on September 16th.
Oh man. I actually forgot about this game. That's awesome.
So I am so curious. This is obviously going to be a free-to-play game.
Yep.
People have been wanting Skate for a while. Everyone was commenting on every post on EA's Instagram, bring back skate. I'm so curious if this thing will actually do something and last. I'm also shocked there's not a skateboarding thing inside Fortnite already.
Yeah, actually, that's true. That seems like
It just seems like something like Fortnite
here.
would have added in there and been like,
yeah,
all right, we're gonna eat these people's lunch too.
Yeah, for real. That is surprising because then you can also sell skate decks and shit. No, I don't really care, to be honest with you, at all.
Okay, I'll probably check it out. I like skate. I don't like dislike skate. I was definitely more Tony Hawk.
Yep, that's me too.
But I think I played all 3 skates. At least a little bit of each of them. I think so, back on the 360.
I own Skate 3. I don't know that I played Skate 2. Yeah, that's my history.
I don't even know how I would look it up. Like my old achievement points, maybe I could look up. I think I've played all 3 of them, but maybe I just didn't play a ton of each of them.
Sure.
All right, that's the news. Let's do some questions. Top-down perspective at gmail.com at excuse me, at TDP Podcast on Blue Sky, the Discord channel, or Claire's P.O. Box are great ways to send questions in. You can sound like Suku, who writes, how fast do you prefer your video game text speed? Fast, instantaneous, or a bit slower?
Fast.
Fast. I'm like... it needs to be faster than I can read it.
Yep.
I usually don't do instantaneous.
No, I don't either. I don't know why, but I just don't either.
Yeah, I think I just like I'll do instantaneous if whatever speed they have is if it's still too slow.
Sure.
Then I'll do instantaneous. I don't want to be waiting for the text to come up.
Slow's awful. It's awful. Yeah.
Even if it's like voice acted, you know, sometimes I'm still skipping ahead if I've already read the text box.
Same. Yep.
So usually I'm default, and then I'm slowly bringing it up if I find myself reading faster than it's animating on.
Yeah. No, I agree. Jacko304 writes, what is your favorite kind of scenic vista in games and or IRL, beaches, mountains, etc.? I like cityscapes. I'm a big fan of cityscapes. It's usually like my wallpaper and stuff on phones and whatever.
Oh, okay. I'm going to say beaches is a low one for me. Mountains are cool, for sure.
Mountains are cool. Mountains are cool, yep.
I'm even thinking like in a game, I think beaches are just less interesting to look at because a lot of it is just like, there's all the water. Okay.
Yep, that's true.
I don't know, maybe like a big valley. So there's a bunch of stuff going on. Like there's some like depth to it and whatnot. Also, but you know what really jumps out is I'm thinking like Mass Effect when you were on some of those like moons and there was just like a giant planet in the background. That was really cool too.
In video games, I like when there's like a vista with something giant in there, like maybe a space station in like the skybox or like just something cool and huge that makes you feel small. That's awesome.
Sure. Yeah. DGC Kenny writes, what's the difference between a game being influential versus just being popular? And how do you know which is which? Context. YouTube has these community polls or community posts which allow you to make polls. I came across one such poll asking what the most influential game was. The choices were Minecraft, Super Mario 64, Undertale, Overwatch. I picked B, Super Mario 64, because 1, I'm a millennial, 2, I can point to a plethora of games that have been influenced by it, but the runaway winner of the poll at time of writing was Minecraft at 70%. And while I agree that Minecraft is widely popular, I don't know how influential it is across the industry as a whole.
Sure. Okay.
I think in terms of this specific YouTube example, the reason they didn't think Minecraft or maybe even Undertale is the fact that they're millennial.
For sure. Yep.
I think that's the big part, because I feel like kids, if you're talking about what kids are playing these days, it's gonna be like Minecraft is one of the first things, because they use those almost in schools a lot of the time from like the education string of Minecraft stuff.
Yeah.
But also like I feel like survival games weren't massive until Minecraft. Building games definitely weren't. Like these sandbox make your own fun games didn't. I think Minecraft was kind of the first major one.
For sure. Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
And also, even from like an art standpoint, is like Minecraft looks ugly. It's just blocky. Like there's no like
Yeah.
there's not like a cool style to Minecraft. And then I think of like there was a headline this week that like Roblox hit the like highest concurrence of like any platform in game history, even more than like people on Steam. And Roblox
Oh,
looks
wow,
ugly
yeah.
too.
I personally think Roblox is way worse than Minecraft. At least Minecraft has like a full like visual style it's going for, and Roblox is kind of whatever. So yeah, no.
Well, I mean,
I
there's also
definitely agree.
like games on. If you put enough time and effort into a Roblox game, you can make it look good. But 99% of those aren't because they're just like shovelware, preying on kids. Um,
Sure.
but I think the point I was trying to make is like kids don't necessarily need it to look good. They just need it to like do the thing.
Yeah,
And also, where are my friends? And then it just snowballs into that.
totally. The difference between a game being influential rather, versus just being popular, I think it has to do something innovative as well as be extremely popular. Whereas like a popular game, like influential games, if they're influential, will always be popular. Popular games won't always be influential though, if that makes sense. I think that's the distinction. The influential games are very, very popular because they bring something new to the table, reimagine something, give a new, like they change something for the industry.
I don't know. I'm trying to think. If a game gets popular enough, I feel like there will be clones of it. People will be trying to clone something from it just to try and ride the coattails,
Sure.
which is another way to define influential, right? Like, can
Mhm.
you think of a game that is popular that wasn't like influencing like clones and people to try and chase that popularity?
Trying to think of like some really big games. Like, I guess I'm thinking influential is like genre makers, if that makes sense. Like Metroidvanias, right? Like something that is so popular that it's aped like
Sure, I don't. Well,
thousands of times, not just like 10 times, essentially. Because people will copy everything at some point.
I mean, there's also degrees of influence because you could just say like Gears was very influential for cover shooters, or
Absolutely.
for quick reload or whatever their reload
The
mechanic is. Like
active
that
time
shows up in
reload
tons
or
of
whatever.
active reload and stuff.
Active reload, yeah.
Um, and then but even when Gears came out, people were starting to copy that with the exact kind of cover thing, snap into the cover, blah blah blah, so on and so forth.
Yeah.
That wasn't necessarily making a new genre. So there's definitely degrees of influence, but
For sure.
still, I'm trying to think of something that was popular that people didn't rip off, like.
That
I don't
people
know.
didn't rip off at all, that doesn't exist. But like, I
don't
think
think- I don't
at a
think so.
grand
Like,
scale, right?
I think once you become a certain level of popular, people are just going to try and ride that along with you to get some of the like spill off. Whether
Mhm.
it's mobile clones, which I think just everything gets a mobile clone sooner or later.
Yeah.
But I mean, like Among Us, there's a ton of Among Us likes out there now. Square Enix is coming out with an Among Us like called Killer In. Like,
Well, I
that's
mean,
a
even
pretty major
Among Us
studio.
was a ripoff of like Werewolf and Mafia and games that came way before it. Like, they're all influencing each other at some point.
There's no original ideas left. Let's just
That's
pack it
true.
in.
I have an interesting question for you. Out of these,
Okay.
Minecraft, Super Mario 64, Undertale, and Overwatch, what do you think is the least influential? I think there's an obvious answer in my mind, but I want to see if it matches with yours. Yeah.
I don't, because I'm having a hard time picking an obvious answer. So
I
where
think
are you
Undertale
leaning?
is the least out of all four of
Really?
these. Yeah.
There
There's
are
not
so many Undertale likes.
Are there? Name 3.
Yeah. Well, okay, so I can't because I'm not the biggest
Because you don't
Undertale
care
fan.
about Undertale. Yeah, that's fair.
So I'm not like in that space, but I just feel like I see like a new screenshot for something that looks styled like Undertale, like every month.
No, those are just RPG Maker games. That, like, it's just baked in that they have to look like that.
Okay.
I think.
And you don't think Undertale has influenced them whatsoever? Because I feel like I wasn't seeing this before
Yeah, probably.
Undertale.
Probably a little bit. but not as much as Minecraft, Super Mario 64, and Overwatch have influenced other games or whatever. That's what I'm not saying that it isn't influential, just out of these 4, I think it's the least influential. Okay. Mario 64 being the next one. Overwatch was crazy influential to the point where the industry continuously puts out flops trying to ape it still.
I think Mario 64 was... I think... Well, aren't you like on record saying you don't like Mario 64, so are you a little biased here?
No, because I speedrun Mario 64.
Okay, so you do like Mario 64.
It's a 6 out of 10. Like, it's fine. It's funner if you want to play it fast than it is playing through normally.
We just didn't have 3D platformers before Mario 64, and and even nowadays, like, there's a lot less, but there was a ton of crappy Mario of 3D platformmers after this.
There still are,
for the
frankly.
longest time.
Yeah. There still are. Yeah.
So I do agree. I think if I was gonna say, like, what do I think is the most influential, I probably would pick Minecraft. Just because, like, out of all of these, like no one's playing Super Mario 64 anymore. Right?
Only sickos. That's it. Yeah.
Yeah, like, there's not kids today reaching, like, video game age, and they're like, cool, now to play Mario 64. It's not happening. And then maybe they're doing Undertale because they saw some stuff on Tumblr. They actually probably saw, like, too much stuff on Tumblr.
Yeah, probably.
I don't even think Overwatch is that popular with kids these days. I don't know for sure. I'm just not hearing a lot of people talk. I'm just not hearing a lot of people talking about Overwatch that much. Like, new people into Overwatch. But I feel like Minecraft is just, like, people are, like, still just getting into Minecraft. Like, it's like, just always, it's like always
head and shoulders above all the rest. Easy. Yeah.
I think so. Like,
I think so too. Minecraft at 70% on the poll makes sense to me. I think that
makes sense to me as well. And again, you know, hey, I'm millennial too, so, like, in terms of, like, my interest, it's on the lower end. In fact, out of all 3 of these, it's easily the one I've played the least of. But sorry, all 4 of these, I should say. It's easily the one I played the least of. But I think it's just because of the time and place. If I was 11 right now, I'd probably have a group of friends playing Minecraft in the evenings, and then we're hopping into Fortnite, and then that's our life.
Yeah, I guess, like, my bias is I've played Undertale the least out of all these. I played a shitload of Minecraft as well. That game's awesome. So maybe that's
Undertale is like my second least. Like, I played through it a time. Like,
yeah, me too.
I did.
Yep.
I did one run of it.
Yep.
And then obviously I played a ton of Super Mario 64, and I have hundreds of hours in Overwatch. I really like Overwatch.
Overwatch is good, yeah. Yeah.
Okay, well, here's my question for you then.
Yep.
What do you think is the second most influential?
So, in my mind, from top to bottom, it's Minecraft, Overwatch, Mario 64, Undertale.
I think Mario... Okay. I think Undertale's huge. It's so
Undertale's popular. Yeah.
Yeah. I think the weirdest one here is Mario 64, because out of all 4 of these, I feel like people will hop into any of these except Mario 64 nowadays.
Sure. What if we were okay, let's do the poll ourselves now. Like, set it up. Obviously, we're not doing it for, like, people, although people can write in if they want, I guess, because engagement. What are the 4 games you would put that as, like, the most influential? I think Minecraft also obviously has to be there.
What do I think are the 4 most influential games?
That, like, would go on a poll here, because I agree. I don't know why Super Mario 64 and Undertale are even here, frankly. Even Overwatch, I think you could do
what I'm saying
better.
is I absolutely think Super Mario 64 should be here. I think it's super influential. I'm just saying, in terms of, like, popularity right now, I could see rando person on the street, rando normie, playing any of these except Super Mario 64 because it's just, like, the hardest to access.
Sure.
And it's been updated the least. Like, it's the least modern of all of these games, right?
Do you think Fortnite should be on here?
I think Fortnite should absolutely be on here. Yeah.
What would you kick off for Fortnite? And why is it Undertale?
I don't think it's Undertale. I might do Overwatch.
Instead of Fortnite? Okay. They're kind of in the same like headspace
yeah.
in my mind, so that tracks, I guess.
Fortnite and Overwatch are in the same headspace for you?
Yeah, just like free-to-play shooter that people like play or whatever.
Okay. I guess I've just played too much Overwatch because they are not in the same headspace for me.
That's fair.
Okay, well, do you have 4 if you're going to say here's my 4 most influential games?
Like,
you know what? Here to make it more interesting,
not particularly.
You can't put to make it more interesting. You can't put any of these 4.
Okay.
So give me 4 more influential games.
So I'm trying to think if Tetris is even in the conversation, or if that's just like a default because it was like one of the first video games. You know what I mean?
Like, yeah, Pong. You know, like
yeah,
Pong
exactly. So like, I'm wondering if that even counts, because it's like, is it influential in the fact that it was a video game and video games came after it?
Well, I don't know.
Maybe.
Well, we'll talk about it afterwards. Give me your 4.
Okay. Shit. I'm
gonna try and think of 4 too while you're doing
They have to be popular, right? I'm gonna just look up a list of the most popular games of all time and see if there's any I agree with.
Can you think of an influential game that's not popular? I mean, I guess that's Super Mario 64. It was popular at the time, but it currently isn't. So that's another question: are you taking like forever popularity, or are you taking like time and place popularity into it?
I mean, yeah, I don't know. I guess a little bit of both, because what I'll say is Dark Souls should probably be on here in the modern era.
First Dark Souls?
Well, yeah, because it spawned Souls-likes, right? Like, every fucking game now is a Souls-like, essentially. Okay.
I think eventually, 10 years from now, we're going to look
back at this era.
Elden Ring as it being it.
Yes,
sure. Every second game that gets announced is a Souls-like. We are too close to Elden Ring to have all the Elden Ring ripoffs happen yet.
So as far as I'm concerned, that's a really solid entry for this poll. Okay.
I think Fortnite's on this list. I think that's a good one to put there.
I think Fortnite is too. I think you're right.
Is like Ocarina of Time on this?
Well, this is the thing, is that like I brought up a list of some of the most popular games of all time, and like a lot of these are like, they're great, but like Wii Sports isn't influential, right? Like, it has motion controls, but it wasn't influential, really.
Okay, that's a very interesting one, because that is definitely an extremely popular title. So many people have played Wii Sports. In fact, I bet more people have a Wii and nothing besides Wii Sports than people who don't.
Yeah, definitely agree.
Like, the Wii is just the Wii Sports box, and that's it. They don't even consider it like, I'm going to get a different game for it. No, it's the Wii Sports box. We play Wii Tennis when people come over, and Wii Bowling, and I get tennis elbow, and then I throw my Wiimote through the TV because I wasn't holding it properly and didn't have the strap on or the condom.
You always need...
Or the Wiimote condom was also not on.
You need the condom and the strap on anytime you're about to do some Wii Sports. That's very true.
Before you're about to break a sweat with your got it.
Before you break a sweat with Wii, with your Wii.
There wasn't a ton of like ripoffs directly for. I mean, you could at some point you could argue like the Kinect was would not have happened if the Wii didn't happen.
Yeah, I mean, the Wii Sports thing is like, was it just not influential because it was so tied to like a specific gimmick that it couldn't be? Like, if there was a game that big that was literally you could release on anything that wasn't motion control, it probably would have been one of the most influential games.
All I'm saying is there's a direct line from Nintendo making the Wii to Nintendo bringing that dude on stage at E3 to air drum in Wii Music to me breaking my face and getting a CAT scan with a Kinect hung above me because that was the camera being used. There's a direct line for those events.
Sure. Also, in Paranormal Activity, they had the Kinect look at the ghost. Like, there's a lot of cool things that came out of the Wii existing. That was really stupid and kind of fun. Like, looking on this list here too, time will tell with this one. It's maybe we're a little too close to it, but Breath of the Wild was like wildly huge. That might be influential. I don't know that I would put it on this poll for me personally. but it was huge.
And then this was just kind of mentioned in the chat a little bit ago, but like Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom are directly influenced from Minecraft.
Sure, yep. I mean, that tracks in my mind. That works.
Especially Tears of the Kingdom.
Yeah. Like Halo or Call of Duty for shooters kind of like completely normalized shooters on console in a way that they weren't ever before. Yeah, I don't know.
And then, you know, obviously this also just comes down to like, what's your age? Because
yes,
the most popular game right now is like that garden one on Roblox that has like 30 million players. That you know we are never going to talk about.
Well, the one that I don't even know what you're talking about, for instance.
Yeah, so, but it has like just an enormous. You have no idea how many kids are playing this garden simulator on Roblox.
It's true. It's true. I hope I never do either. I hope I never know. Phantom Aegis writes, what's something you were adamant you would never do or try but ended up doing it? Example, never getting a tattoo but you end up getting one. Trying out food you swore not to try, etc.
I don't know.
Adamant that I would never do but ended up doing. I don't
think I have a food like this, unless it's like a food that like it's trying to be gross. Like, we put bugs on this pizza. Why?
The Calgary Stampede. Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, like it's like this is
the Scorpion pizza.
Or like for the most part, like I'll try the food.
Yep,
you know, if,
me
like,
too.
But or you know, if there's another thing where it's like in here we eat dog, and I'm not going to do that. So but if it's like a regular food, like a normal cuisine, yeah, I'll try it.
Yeah.
Something I never do though. Never do.
Yeah, I mean, there's probably an answer that I can't think of because as I got older, I kind of realized that I'll probably try most things at least once. I'm not adamant on a lot of stuff. I'm adamant that I will never go skydiving because I fucking hate heights, and that seems like just like my worst nightmare.
Okay. I would do that. I would do that.
Yeah,
there's someone trying to get me to do it like right now, and I'm like, give me some time to warm up to this idea.
Yeah, no, you couldn't. That's the type of thing that like somebody would have to like pay me like you can retire at your age money to even think about it. That would never happen. I don't have anything else like that in my mind currently.
For the most part, my mentality is I'll try anything twice. So.
Okay. See, that's interesting because I won't try anything twice, but I will try anything once.
Okay. So, what if the first time wasn't like? What if it wasn't like a good time? Like maybe you need to get like maybe the second time will be better.
No, you're right. There is like exceptions to the rule, but like, for instance, I would maybe try like some weird like scorpion pizza once, but like I wouldn't try that twice and just be like, maybe I just didn't do it right the first like that circumstance. I'm like, no, it was gross. So like,
it would have to be a pretty bad like situation for me to like not want to do it a second time. For example, putting a bunch of ants in my mouth, I'm not trying that twice. I can tell you that. I have once was more than enough.
It sounds almost as bad as having one in your mouth. Can't imagine it.
Almost. Yeah, can't imagine. Resterman writes, what's a game that for the longest time you had accidentally mispronounced its title? Was the moment you realized what its correct pronunciation was a bit embarrassing?
Okay.
I think people say I pronounced Melee wrong. Super Smash Bros. Melee. And my reaction was, I don't care.
Well, yeah, like, who gives a fuck? For titles, I didn't know how the Ys series was said for, like, ever since, until, like, my 20s, because it's just YS.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think I thought about that one that much, so. So were you embarrassed?
No, again, I don't give a fuck. Like, who cares?
Yeah, I'm trying to think of maybe anything that I mispronounced so poorly. It would also, what's the scenario where like I'm saying it would have to be something where I like said it aloud to like a specific person,
and then they say it back to you differently.
Because if it's just my friends, no one's gonna be like, I can't believe you just said that. Like, it has to be like the game's creator or something.
Oh man, yeah. Like I'm thinking if you like, if like Jeff Keighley goes up and just says like the wrong title or something, or like completely fucks up a title presenting at like Summer Games Fest,
That would be
like,
embarrassing for him.
That would be awful for him. That's what I mean.
Sure.
Is like something on that level I could understand.
No, and in me too. Like if I was in front of like a crowd of people and I said the wrong thing, that would be embarrassing. But like, hopefully, I did it in a way where people were like, I don't know, it's a hard word. I don't blame them.
Yep. True. Yeah, I don't know.
I think what would be more embarrassing is if you just like didn't know like basic facts. Like if I was somehow in front of a crowd of people and I was referring to the main character in The Legend of Zelda as Zelda. Not Link.
Yeah. Yeah.
That would be more embarrassing than like mispronouncing a name, I think.
Yeah. And again, like that's only for us. If I heard like some rando talk about it, I don't give a shit. Like I know what they mean. I don't care. I'm not judging them. Like, but for us, because we talk about games and like think about games pretty regularly, that would be awful. Like that'd be pretty bad.
It would just be like, because like, yeah, we've thought about it so much, or we've talked about them so many times, it would just be odd almost. Like, how have you not run into this already and fixed this?
Yeah, or like concerning, like you should get like your brain checked. There might be something going on if that you just started immediately forgetting main things like that.
Sure. All right. If people want to send in questions for next week, topdownperspective@gmail.com, at TDP Podcast on Blue Sky, the Discord channel, or Claire's P.O. Box. What is your game of the week?
Super Metroid.
And I'm going to give it to Hollow Knight.
Nice.
That game's pretty good. I don't know if you know this. Hollow Knight's a pretty good video game.
I should try it out. Yeah, I should try it.
You have a week to play.
I'll play it after Silksong. Whatever.
You see, if Silksong's any good, I'll go back. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. All
right. Thanks everyone for listening, and we'll see you next week.
Bye.